Sunday. The Solar System's only star, holding 99.86% of all its mass. The core fuses about 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium every second. The released energy takes tens of thousands of years to reach the surface, then just 8 minutes 19 seconds to reach Earth. In about 5 billion years it will swell into a red giant, engulfing the orbits of Mercury and Venus. Mercury. The smallest, innermost planet, with almost no atmosphere to hold and heat its day/night temperature swing of 600 degrees Celsius is the most extreme in the Solar System. Its cratered surface looks strikingly like the Moon's. Because of a 3:2 spin-orbit resonance, a Mercury day, sunrise to sunrise, lasts 176 Earth days longer than its own year. Venus. Earth's near-twin in size, yet a runaway carbon dioxide greenhouse effect makes it the hottest planet in the Solar System, hot enough to melt lead, under an atmosphere 92 times thicker than Earth's, permanently shrouded in sulfuric acid clouds. It also spins backwards. On Venus, the Sun rises in the west. Earth. The only world known to harbor life. 71% of its surface is covered in liquid water, and its magnetic field and atmosphere shield life from lethal solar wind and cosmic radiation. Turn to the night side and you'll see the glow of human cities under a separately drifting cloud layer. Over 4.54 billion years, life has evolved from single cells into everything alive today, including you, watching this simulator. Moon. Earth's only natural satellite. Tidal locking keeps the same face pointed at Earth forever. The leading theory holds it was born 4.5 billion years ago from a colossal collision between a Mars-sized body and the young Earth. The Moon stabilizes Earth's axial tilt, drives the tides, and remains the only other world humans have physically set foot on. Mars. Its red color comes from iron oxide rust coating the surface. Home to the Solar System's tallest volcano, the 21.9 km high Olympus Mons, and the 4,000 km long Valles Marineris Canyon system. Ancient Mars once had rivers and seas. Water ice still hides in its polar caps and underground, making it humanity's top target in the search for life beyond Earth and for future settlement. Phobos. The larger of Mars's two moons, shaped like an irregular potato and pockmarked with craters, the largest, Stickney, covers nearly half its body. It orbits so close to Mars that one lap takes just 7.66 hours, faster than Mars itself rotates, 24.6 hours, so seen from the Martian surface, Phobos rises in the west and sets in the east, appearing to rise twice a day. Tidal forces are slowly dragging it inward. In an estimated 30-70 million years it will be torn apart into a ring resembling Saturn's. What you see here is NASA's real spacecraft mapped 3D shape model, not a textured sphere. Deimos. Mars's smaller, more distant moon, also irregularly shaped, but far smoother than Phobos, its craters softened by a blanket of loose regolith. Like Phobos and Ceres, it was most likely a captured asteroid rather than a body that formed alongside Mars. Named for the Greek god embodying dread, twin to fear Phobos. Jupiter. The largest planet in the Solar System, more massive than all the other planets combined. Its famous Great Red Spot is a giant storm that has raged for at least several centuries, larger than Earth itself. Zoom in and you can see its 4 Galilean moons, bodies number 16-19, orbiting around it. Io. The most volcanically active body in the Solar System. Jupiter and its neighboring moons repeatedly squeeze Io with tidal forces, and the resulting heat drives 400+ active volcanoes that blast sulfur hundreds of kilometers into space, giving it a mottled yellow, orange, and red pizza appearance. Its surface is perpetually young, with not a single impact crater to be found. Europa. The top candidate in the search for life beyond Earth. Its smooth ice shell is crisscrossed with reddish-brown fractures, hiding a liquid saltwater ocean over 100 kilometers deep, roughly twice the water of all of Earth's oceans combined. NASA's Europa Clipper launched in 2024 and is due to arrive in 2030. Ganymede. The largest moon in the Solar System, bigger than the planet Mercury. It's the only known moon with its own magnetic field, generating a small auroral ring of its own. Its surface is a patchwork of ancient, dark, heavily cratered terrain and younger grooved terrain, and it likely hides a subsurface ocean of its own. Callisto. A world frozen in time. Its surface has barely changed in 4 billion years, making it the most heavily cratered body in the Solar System. Because it sits farther from Jupiter's radiation belts, in a comparatively mild environment, it's considered a prime candidate for a future human base in the Jupiter system. Saturn. Famous for its spectacular rings nearly 300,000 kilometers across the main ring, yet often just tens of meters thick, built from countless chunks of ice and rock. Saturn's average density is lower than water. In theory it could float in a big enough bathtub. Its largest moon, Titan, number 20, has a thick atmosphere and lakes of liquid methane. Titan. The only moon in the Solar System with a thick atmosphere and orange photochemical haze wraps the entire globe. It has clouds, rain, rivers, and seas of liquid methane, making it the only place besides Earth with stable liquid on its surface. NASA's Dragonfly rotorcraft is due to land there in 2034. Uranus. Tilted 97.8 degrees on its axis, Uranus essentially rolls around the Sun on its side, likely the result of an ancient giant impact, giving it 42-year-long polar days and nights. Methane in its atmosphere absorbs red light, producing its pale cyan color. Despite sitting closer to the Sun than Neptune, it has the coldest planetary atmosphere in the Solar System. Neptune. The farthest planet from the Sun, and the only one found by mathematical prediction before it was ever seen through a telescope, 1846. Wind speeds here reach 2,100 km per hour, the most violent in the Solar System. Beyond its orbit lies the Kuiper Belt, number 22. Pluto. Once the ninth planet, reclassified as a dwarf planet in 2006. Its orbit is markedly flattened and tilted, 17 degrees, and for stretches of time it actually sits closer to the Sun than Neptune. In 2015, New Horizons photographed a giant heart shape on its icy surface, Sputnik Planitia, a plain of frozen nitrogen. Ceres. The largest body in the asteroid belt, and the only dwarf planet in the inner solar system. NASA's Dawn spacecraft entered orbit in 2015 and found that the mysterious bright spots in Achater crater are salt deposits, a hint that briny water may lurk underground. Ceres alone accounts for roughly a quarter of the asteroid belt's total mass.